Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE Smackdown live reactions for February 13th, 2018. And I'm just going to get right into this. I really only have like one more week to catch up with wrestling, so I want to see if I can try to do it all in the span of this weekend. And I want to watch some New Japan stuff, so I'd like to use this weekend to get some of that stuff accomplished. So let's hope that happens. But let's start first, obviously, with the Smackdown. There's a few WWE.com exclusives I'm going to react to. Some of this stuff took place as that week was going on before it aired, and other stuff is pretty straightforward. So the first one is called Huge Stakes Added to Tuesday's Smackdown Live. And this is off the WWE Now thing. And this came out on... This was uploaded on February 8th, 2018.
Kathy Kelly here for WWE.
And this is being hosted by Kathy Kelly.
Next week's SmackDown Live, Dolph Ziggler will return Tuesday night to face Baron Corbin. And today, Commissioner Shane McMahon revealed that the winner of that match...
So pretty much I'm just going to read Shane McMahon's tweet. It said his Twitter handle is @ShaneMcMahon, and it said an unexpected end to hashtag SD Live with a triple threat match made for hashtag WWE Fastlane. I'm going to make a bit more interesting. That's literally what I'm going to make a bit more interesting. Not really proper grammar, but what's Twitter, so whatever. Next week, @Baron Corbin WWE versus @Heel Ziggler. The winner is added to the match, and it becomes a hashtag fatal four-way for the @WWE title.
Match will be added to the WWE Championship match at Fastlane. AJ Styles is currently scheduled to defend his title on March 11th against both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So in addition of Ziggler or Corbin will make this bout a fatal four-way match. So which superstar will punch his ticket to WWE Fastlane, the show-off or the lone wolf? Find out on Tuesday on SmackDown Live when it comes to you at 8/7 Central, live on the USA Network.
So I guess, that's a pretty interesting announcement right there. I really don't know what Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler really did to earn a chance to become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, though. You have Baron Corbin, who really has lost all his big matches. He failed his Money in the Bank cash-in. He, lost the United States Championship to Dolph Ziggler at Clash of Champions. So he didn't really do anything to earn a championship match. Dolph Ziggler walked out and didn't even really last 2 minutes in the Royal Rumble match. He was eliminated by Finn Balor, so it just really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Next one is called... 5 things you need to know before tonight's SmackDown Live, and this was uploaded on the same day that this show took place. And I gotta mute the thing for a second since it's an ad, and I don't want to take a chance of getting copyright struck with ads. Right now, it's just showing Randy Orton laying everybody out with the RKO. And this is also being hosted by Kathy Kelly.
Much more. I'm Kathy Kelly with everything you need to know before tonight's SmackDown Live. Dolph Ziggler returns to SmackDown.
Obviously on this show, like I talked about before, we're going to get the WWE Championship #1 contenders match, Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. In a sense, this match does make sense, obviously, too, because, like I said, Ziggler took the championship from Corbin at Clash of Champions. And, it's just I don't really want to see another Ziggler-Corbin match. They've fought like a ton of times, but I'll talk about that more when the match is actually taking place.
SmackDown Live tonight, and he has a huge opportunity ahead of him. Dolph is going to face Baron Corbin, and the winner of that match will go on to face AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn in a fatal four-way match for the WWE Championship at WWE Fastlane on March 11th. And what will AJ Styles have to say to his challengers? I mean, he already successfully...
Obviously the question of what AJ Styles has to say about his challengers who will be facing him for the WWE Championship, with it being Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn right now, and obviously it getting added, it becoming a four-way whether Dolph Ziggler or Corbin wins the match.
successfully defended the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble against both Kevin and Sammy. Now he has to do it all over again in a fatal four-way match against the Yup Movement and either Corbin or Ziggler. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair.
And pretty much it's talking about how Charlotte Flair is pretty much on a mission to take out the entire Riot Squad. Really nothing left to say about that.
Defeated Liv Morgan of the Riot Squad last week, and after the bell rang, made her intentions very clear. She said 1 down, 2 to go. So can Charlotte continue her role tonight? Bobby Roode successfully defended his...
And obviously it's talking about how Randy Orton pretty much made an impact on the previous episode of SmackDown when he took out Bobby Roode, Rusev, and Aiden English.
United States Championship last week.
That was actually a really cool RKO.
Was cut short by an RKO out of nowhere. So how will the Glorious Champion respond to Randy Orton's attack? The Bludgeon Brothers continue.
And obviously they're talking about how the Bludgeon Brothers are still dominant, pretty much. And they're probably going to be the next contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
To dominate, and things got really interesting when they crossed paths with the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. Will it happen again tonight? Find out by watching SmackDown Live when it comes to at 8/7 Central, live on the USA Network.
Yeah, so let's just get right into SmackDown now, pretty much. There's really nothing else left to say. Let's just get right into it. All right, it's going to show the WWE Then Now Forever thing, pretending that the name of it was always WWE when it was WWF first and then WWF right after that. So it's enough of that. I guess Dolph Ziggler's still doing that gimmick where he doesn't come out to any theme songs, to a theme song. Sure. I mean, I really don't care that Dolph Ziggler's back all that much. They've already kind of dropped the ball on his so-called walkout because he's just back randomly on SmackDown, getting an opportunity at the WWE Championship, so... And everyone knows I'm not really that big of a Dolph Ziggler fan, so...
We welcome you to SmackDown Live. Dolph Ziggler has returned to Tuesday nights. It's been 7 weeks, 7 long.
But as for who's going to win this matchup, I'm going to say that Dolph Ziggler's going to probably win this matchup just because it's his return to SmackDown, so it really doesn't make any sense for... Oh, it's not. The match isn't now. I thought the match was now.
Championship opportunity has brought him back into the fold to face Baron Corbin. We talk about a man who has certainly created a hot topic in himself within the WWE universe. So much controversy.
All right, but we have Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxon on commentary for this show.
What happened last week, how this matchup came about, tracing it to last week's main event. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn brawling in their matchup to earn a title opportunity in Fastlane. AJ Styles joining us on commentary. The match blew up here at ringside, and Daniel Bryan was forced to make a decision.
I declare that both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will compete for the WWE Championship at Fastlane in a triple threat match.
Yeah, let's see what Dolph Ziggler has to say about his return to SmackDown.
Shane McMahon sent out a tweet saying, all right, we have this triple threat match, but Shane wanted to make it more interesting, so he made the decree that the winner of this match...
Oh, they are having the match now. Well, the Titantron said later on tonight, so they have to fix those Titantrons. Yeah, so I guess we are getting the match now. You know, obviously these guys have a very big history hit with each other, considering the fact that... Where is Baron Corbin? Okay, Corbin didn't even come out. Is there something up here? Okay, I guess they're going to try this again. But like I mentioned before, you know, Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin obviously have like a huge history with each other. You know, you have Baron Corbin who, you know, his first match on Monday Night Raw, one-on-one match was against Dolph Ziggler when he laid him out. And what's going on? Oh, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are beating the crap out of Corbin. Good. I don't want him in this match. Just beat the crap out of him. Corbin's kicking their ass right now. Give me a minute. I gotta charge my computer. Didn't really expect this. Oh my gosh. Why is there always these random pipes backstage?
Now that's it. One down. One more to go. One down. Of course you know what they mean. Kevin and Sammy are on their way out here.
Ooh.
And Kevin Owens took out Baron Corbin. A two-time world heavyweight.
I actually kind of like this because this makes sense. Because why would Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn want other guys in their matchup? Because then it lowers their chances to win the WWE Championship at Fastlane. I think this makes sense. I mean, I like this.
Where's Sami Zayn going? Never know.
Was he? Oh. Well, Sami Zayn, I guess, going to make sure that Dolph Ziggler doesn't stop running. Oh, I like this. I like these attacks right now. This is actually a nice way to start off SmackDown, something different. I like the. This is actually a really good opening to SmackDown.
Zayn and Owens coming out here with a plan after taking out Baron Corbin backstage.
Right to it.
Pure chaos.
Trash barrel.
Just the way Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn apparently like it. Oh, I mean, the plan's pretty obvious. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens want nobody added to their triple threat match with AJ Styles.
This makes sense, too. Like, why would, like I talked about before, this actually makes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn look like smart heels.
Right now, the odds are firmly in the favor of Sami and Kevin that one of them will leave Fastlane with the WWE Championship.
So much for Dolph Ziggler's SmackDown return, though. That's all done.
It's ridiculous. I mean, obviously, Dolph Ziggler can only do so much against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who are having his way.
Kind of a weak throw into the ring post.
Taking their opportunity to the best of their ability. Fucking authority.
Oh my gosh, what a boot to the face. I like this storyline that they did. This makes sense.
It's all about being above the law here at WWE. Saxton, what are you talking about? Shane McMahon just decided to make things interesting and lessen Sami.
Was Kevin Owens going to end his career?
I understand this. So that makes it okay to come out here and ambush Baron Corbin and ambush Dolph Ziggler? Trying to protect an opportunity. There's obviously going to be no match tonight between Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler thanks to these two.
I like that opening. Ooh, Corbin.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Here comes Corbin. Baron Corbin. Corbin like the Walking Dead. Out here throwing
Trying to obviously get some revenge. It's not happening. Well, this is a good way to kick off SmackDown.
Thwarting the plan of Shane McMahon. Ravaging Corbin. The fact is, both Corbin.
I like how these guys finally come out now to break up the fight. Well, maybe a little bit too late to be doing that.
Maybe that says something about the lack of confidence that these two have. What line to let these guys cross? Take a look back.
I mean, I like this opening segment. I thought this made Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn look like really strong, dominant, smart heels. So this was great.
Not the way that Dolph Ziggler wanted to kick off tonight's SmackDown or Baron Corbin. You have to understand, and part of you might want to respect the mentality of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yeah, they're the two biggest egos on SmackDown.
That was great.
1 week from Sunday, inside the elimination
Right now they're just
chamber
advertising.
for the first
They're just
time
advertising the
ever.
Elimination Chamber men's Elimination Chamber match. You know, obviously there's going to be 7 men in that match, where the winner's going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the WWE Universal Championship. You have John Cena, The Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, and Elias, all going to be participating in that matchup. Oh, and Roman Reigns. I think I forgot to mention him. My bad. Yeah.
A vicious, turbulent start to Smackdown Live. This was moments ago in the backstage area. We thought we were going to see Baron Corbin.
Ziggler and Corbin got owned by Owens and Zayn. So this is going to probably lead to like some sort of matchup, either on this show or like on like the next episode of SmackDown, where it's going to be Ziggler and Corbin versus Owens and Zayn, and maybe like if they win, they get into like a the WWE Championship match at Fastlane, and it becomes like a fatal 5-way match. Because before the Royal Rumble, WWE was advertising like a fatal 5-way match, but instead of like Corbin and Ziggler that were going to be involved, it was going to be Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. But obviously, because Nakamura won the Rumble, I think they're obviously waiting for him to get his title match until WrestleMania. I don't know why they actually took Randy Orton out of the equation. That actually kind of surprises me that they put Ziggler in there over him. So.
A kick that rocked Dolph Ziggler, and as Sami and Kevin were making their exit, Baron Corbin would once again return, looking for some form of vengeance. But Sami and Kevin outnumbered Corbin and continued the assault. Yeah, so much for seeing Dolph Ziggler take on Baron Corbin tonight, thanks to these two. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
But yeah, what's going to happen from this?
Shane McMahon here tonight to kick off a chaotic SmackDown Live.
I guess nobody really knows.
Continue.
Okay, Sarah Logan's going to have a match. Who's she wrestling? I don't know.
Is in their DNA. We want to talk about what happened 2 weeks ago here on Smackdown Live. The Smackdown Women's Champion, the victim of a 3-on-1 assault from the Riot Squad. Perhaps one of the worst attacks the champions have been in her time in WWE. Yeah, I talked to Charlotte about that. She said she's been haunted by it, but it's also placed her on the screw of retribution, which began last week with a win over Liv Morgan. And Charlotte actually came over this desk and said, 1 down, 2 to go. Yeah, Charlotte certainly sent a strong message. Could this be a case of her ego overshadowing her abilities and ultimately seal the Queen's?
All right, Charlotte Flair's going to defeat Sarah Logan. I think what's going on is Charlotte Flair wants to get her hands on each and every one of the members of the Wyatt Squad, and that's exactly, I think, what's going to happen here. She's going to defeat Sarah Logan, and I think this is building to a match at Fastlane where it's going to be Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Ruby Riott. So I think that's what's happening.
Charlotte Flair is not lacking in confidence.
Because I don't know what Charlotte Flair is doing at WrestleMania when it comes to defending the championship. But I'm hearing like a lot of rumors that it's going to be either her versus Asuka, which I would like to see that at WrestleMania. I think that's a WrestleMania caliber matchup. Or because I don't know who on SmackDown can really face her. You can always go back there with Becky Lynch, which I don't think anyone would really complain about because they had a really good match for the Divas Championship at the Royal Rumble in 2016. And then obviously they had the triple threat match with Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 32. That was really good. So you could always go back to the Becky Lynch path. Oh, speaking of Becky Lynch, here she is. Guess Becky Lynch going to offer a little bit of backup.
Well, you know, Becky Lynch is one of Charlotte Flair's best friends in the world. It appeared that maybe the Queen brought a little backup tonight to offset the numbers game. Charlotte doesn't look surprised one iota. I think you're right, Brad. She came prepared here for whatever Riot Squad can throw at her. Listen, let's not forget the Riot Squad has made plenty of enemies in that locker room.
Who else is coming up? Oh, here comes Naomi.
And so it's Naomi talking about plenty of enemies. Hey, I think he was telling Sarah, yeah,
interesting rig choice there by Naomi.
It's go time, fellas. a sudden, the SmackDown Women's Champion, with a little help from her friends, has helped even the odds here. Got ourselves a united front.
Well, you can be certain the Riot Squad not happy about this development. The playing field is even as it's going to be right now.
Oh, these three ladies have thrived on having 3-on-1, 3-on-2 advantages, whatever.
All right, but let's get right into the match. Yeah, I think clearly Charlotte Flair definitely is going to win the matchup now. I guess the Wyatt Squad are just going to stay on the apron. And I guess not. Maybe not. If I was wrong. Like I said, I think all this Wyatt Squad feud right now is just, obviously just time filler until Charlotte Flair either gets to Asuka at WrestleMania or she gets to somebody else at Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind seeing Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania because they had like really good matches. Obviously, one of them would have to turn heel, and I think if you turn any of them, you got to turn probably Becky Lynch because I don't think you see them turning Charlotte anytime soon. I think Charlotte's actually a pretty good babyface. If Charlotte Flair turned heel again, though, because I remember when she was a heel, when she was with her father Ric Flair and stuff, she was really good as a heel. Especially when she would always constantly treat her father like crap. Obviously, Sarah Logan, still don't get why she's been called up to the main roster. She really hasn't accomplished anything. The only thing she really accomplished was the only thing she really was like enhancement talent on NXT, and then she competed in the Mae Young Classics, and she had some really good matches. She had a really good match with Mia Yim in the first round, and then she had a good match with somebody else, but I don't remember who it was. And I don't have my phone right now to look it up. So yeah, really.
Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott watching from the outside, and the champion asserting her dominance. Oh,
flip her face.
The Sarah Logan, the champion, is in command against Sarah Logan of the Riott Squad. We are back.
I thought I was going to have to do a little bit of commentary, but I guess I didn't have to.
In command once again here against Sarah Logan of the Riott Squad.
Trying to string together some sort of offense. Everything Logan is.
Logan able to gather herself there, able to counter against the champion.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the wisest decision Logan's ever made.
They're going to unload a chop against the Flair. You better mean it.
That's how you do it. You never headbutt a Samoan and you never chop a Flair.
But I do like the chops that Charlotte Flair hits. I think they're good chops.
Lynch and Naomi at ringside, but able to focus one-on-one here with Logan.
Has Sarah Logan really had a one-on-one match in WWE? I don't think she has. I think it's only been Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott.
Style you talked about, Corey, that Sarah Logan has. Right. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of beautiful technique out of Sarah Logan, but this is effective.
I did the kind of. It looked like it was like a reverse spear right onto Charlotte Flair. That was a pretty cool move.
This would change the complexion of Sarah Logan's career, would change the image of the Riott Squad if Sarah Logan earned a victory here tonight. It would continue to build momentum for the Riott Squad, that's for sure.
A nice butterfly suplex.
Logan now trying to crawl into a cover to put away Flair and a kick out.
Or that unorthodox style.
Talked about the upbringing of Sarah Logan in Louisville, Kentucky. Talked earlier, said you never had a choice but to master your senses enough to where you proved that you were at the top of the food chain.
She's one of those bourbon in the baby bottle types, huh?
It appears that way. In control of the champion here. Remember, 1 down, 2 to go in the mind of Charlotte Flair. Able to knock off Liv Morgan this week. Can she take care of business with Sarah Logan? It's been a smart strategy for Charlotte. You look at the entire.
I think Tom Phillip messed up. I think he accidentally said able to knock off Liv Morgan this week. It was actually last week.
Logan's still on her feet, however.
Oh, nice
double knees there from Logan.
Psycho kick.
Or,
psycho knee, whatever.
Charlotte Flair on it 2.5. Tell you what, I'm surprised that Sarah Logan has really controlled the majority of this match.
Set up from the outset, the style of Logan.
You gotta remember too. I forgot to mention this. Charlotte Flair was number 2 on the SmackDown top 10 list, and then I believe Naomi was number 4. Becky Lynch was number 8.
Nasty shots.
So maybe the Wyatt Squad has something to prove. Maybe they want to prove that they deserve to be one of the 10 professional wrestlers on the SmackDown top 10 list. That doesn't mean anything. Like, really, what does the SmackDown top 10 list mean? Like, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, I do like the, pretty much the armbar that Sarah Logan has on Charlotte Flair. That looks pretty cool.
As we talked about it earlier, Ruby Riott tells Charlotte Flair to tap out. Was this a wise decision by the champion, throwing herself in a harm's way like this? Charlotte felt she had no choice but to step up. Well, listen, to this point, it's been one-on-one. It's been Sarah Logan and the Queen. There's been no interference. Hook to the leg here on Charlotte, and another kick out. Naomi and Becky Lynch have done a great job of neutralizing the other members of the Riott Squad. I completely agree with you. A very fair fight to this point. Sarah Logan has been extremely impressive against the champion.
Charlotte Flair going to try a comeback here. See if it can happen. Oh, Sarah Logan's not going to let anything happen. Ooh, that was cool. Ooh, that was like a one-handed, like a one-legged German suplex, and it's not happening.
You can see the frustration on the face of Sarah Logan, as well as the other members of the Riott Squad on the outside. Yeah, but to Sarah's credit, she has maintained a level of aggression. And look at Logan, just rugged and brutal in her offense. There's nothing pretty about the fighting style of Sarah Logan. It just all hurts. And the Queen happy to play that sort of game. Oh, goodness. Flair might be out.
No way. Someone's going to lose off that.
Sarah Logan's got an opportunity here. That's been the theme of this match. Every time we meet Charlotte,
I mean, Sarah Logan's actually having a good match with Charlotte for the show. It's pretty decent. Oh, natural. So, but right when I said that, yeah, that was decent. I'll give it 2.5 stars. I thought that was a decent match. So yeah, Charlotte Flair's now has gone to 2 or 3 members of the Riott Squad. She got to Liv Morgan last week, and this week she got to Sarah Logan. So that means probably at Fastlane, Charlotte Flair is defending that SmackDown Women's Championship against Ruby Riott.
I mean, the wildling of the Riott Squad brought everything and then some, and nearly knocked the Queen off of her perch tonight. You can be sure that's not the last we've heard of Sarah Logan or the Riott Squad. But the Queen, impressive as usual. We'll back up to even the odds, and Becky Lynch and Naomi, these 3 friends helping each other out, but it was Charlotte Flair continued on her mission against the Riott Squad. And as we talked about, it was just utter dominance by Sarah Logan in this matchup, but Charlotte managed to find a way to turn it around. Momentary hesitation by Logan. Charlotte was able to capitalize and deliver this breathtaking. Spike kick, natural selection. You can see the look on the face of Ruby Riott. That told the tale. Everybody's shocked. Sarah Logan a little worse for wear. I have a feeling this rivalry's just getting started. There's a reason why she's the Queen, and there's a reason why she is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yep, she's got one more. We'll be right. And then pretty much I think by Fastlane, I think the Riott Squad's pretty much going to be, done. I think I think they should disband after Fastlane. It flopped from the beginning, so. Hope this Daniel Bryan.
I'm just going to jump right into this. So Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Either one of those guys is the type of WWE champion you're looking for. Even after they did a double beatdown and took away 2 guys worthy of an opportunity. Well, I'm here to say it. It's not going down like that tonight. Look, I think that we... Listen, I've already spoken to Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler, and both of those guys, although they're banged up, they're going to get their opportunity tonight, and they're looking for it. So Baron Corbin is going to go one-on-one in singles competition against Kevin Owens. Dolph Ziggler is going to go one-on-one against Sami Zayn in singles competition. And if either of them win their match, then Fastlane will become either a fatal 4-way or a fatal 5-way for the WWE Championship. And one other thing, if either one of your boys gets involved in their respective matchups, then they're out of the Fastlane pay-per-view. See you later.
It's a pretty decent segment. I don't know where this is going to now, though, if Daniel Bryan's not cleared the rest. But yeah, we got some matchups to look forward to later on in the show.
The Montgomery bus boycott. What do you notice about this wall right here? It's all women,
WWE
right?
pretending they care about Black History Month.
Familiar with the bus incident and Rosa Parks herself, but there were a ton of female activists that really pushed the movement forward. You know, the boycott lasted for a year. People were finding any different way they could to get to work. A lot of people were walking, a lot of people riding bikes, you know, carpooling, taxis, whatever they could do just to avoiding the public transportation.
And guess who's organizing this? Ladies? Women, right? There's another woman, this one here, Joanne Robinson, who puts together the call. She goes out, she gets on the phone, she does a phone tree, she makes flyers and says, tomorrow we are boycotting. And she helps get it out.
At the end of the day, you know, the almighty dollar kind of spoke to the companies, the fact that they were losing money left and right, and made them, you know, pass the ordinance to allow people of all races to sit wherever they wanted on the bus.
So when you look here and you see the number of women arrested for pushing the law, you'll notice Rosa Parks isn't the first. She isn't in the middle. She is one of many.
Kind of strange. This felt more like women's rights things than anything else, but whatever. No one really claps. All right, now we got Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin. So this is a WWE champion. So this pretty much if Corbin wins, the match will become a four-way match at Fastlane. So I'm guessing, and I'm just gonna say this: Corbin's probably gonna win the matchup, and Ziggler's gonna probably win later on in the night because they want to do their advertised fatal five-way match. I don't really know why Corbin's in the matchup over Randy Orton. That really doesn't make any sense to me. I can understand Dolph Ziggler because at least he can put on good matches, but why Baron Corbin? Realistically, though, it's like it really doesn't make any sense if he wins because why would Corbin win after getting jumped? That kind of makes Kevin Owens look really bad, but obviously they want to do the fatal five-way. So I'm guessing they're going to have Corbin and Ziggler be the faces in that equation just because of the fact that AJ Styles would be screwed or going up against, like, you know, like 4 heels. So I kind of wish they would have saved this match the next week and did like a tag match or something. So I mean, I prefer Kevin Owens wins and then just do a 4-way match and leave Corbin out of there.
Is just as furious with Kevin Owens. Earlier tonight, we were expecting to see Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Before Baron Corbin even came out to make his entrance, this happened backstage. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens jumping the lone wolf. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn doing their best to eliminate any prospect of having additional competitors in their match for the WWE Championship at Fastlane. And later on, Dolph Ziggler had been awaiting the matchup in the ring. They've attacked Dolph Ziggler, and then Baron Corbin takes a lot more than that to keep a big man like Corbin down. And to Corbin's credit, he still had some fight left in him, but so did Zayn and Owens, who will just ball the lone wolf in the entranceway. With a mugging on behalf of the two best friends. But Corbin has a chance of redemption right now, and still a possibility of joining the fray at Fastlane.
I do love Corbin's theme song. That's probably the best thing about Baron Corbin. All right, but let's see what happens with Baron Corbin.
You got to give Baron Corbin a lot of credit to even compete in the state that he's in. Baron Corbin's got that Michael Myers mentality, that Jason Voorhees.
Don't compare Baron Corbin to Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. Come on. It's getting ridiculous. He's nothing like them.
He will be added to the WWE title match next month in Columbus, Ohio. Listen, also got to think about the fact that getting a title opportunity has not been very common in Baron Corbin's career. You understand this is a rare chance.
A lot of the critics would say that Baron Corbin's become an expert at squandering his opportunities. This is an opportunity that Baron Corbin can take advantage of and silence all of the doubters and critics.
Kevin Owens will always take the opportunity to play mind games, though.
Here you can see Sami Zayn watching the matchup from backstage, and Obviously, he can't get involved, or else he'll be, he's banned.
I believe it was a very good call. Once again, Shane McMahon has certainly stacked the odds against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And right after the ribs, and there has to be a myriad of other injuries sustained by Baron Corbin earlier tonight.
We saw the attack backstage, and when Corbin returned to the entrance ramp area, launched into the steel barricade. Corbin definitely a lot worse for wear in this one.
You mentioned Shane McMahon stacking the odds against Owens and Zayn. This is a result of Owens and Zayn. This is a result of their actions last week when it was supposed to be a long right hand uncorked by Baron Corbin.
Pretty cool right hand by Corbin, I guess.
That right hand. Kevin Owens instinctively rolling to the outside. That's a smart move. Corbin looking to offer no quarter to KO.
After the Royal Rumble match, how furious Baron Corbin was, destroying the field.
Obviously everybody knows I'm not a Baron Corbin guy. Just name it. See if you can name like a good Baron Corbin match, because it's really impossible. I think the only good Corbin match that's out there is the United States Championship one-on-one match he had with AJ Styles right after the Smackdown, right after Hell in a Cell, when AJ Styles obviously retained, where Corbin obviously retained his championship. But he's had in NXT, he was just mainly having enhancement matches, and then obviously he had like pretty decent matches with Bo Dempsey. Pretty good matches with Rhino. Obviously tag matches like on the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics, but it's the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics. So I mean, his match with Austin Aries at NXT TakeOver Dallas wasn't anything special. His match with Apollo Crews at NXT TakeOver London also before that wasn't really all that special. His matches with Dolph Ziggler when he first came to WWE really wasn't all that special. Then obviously, his match with Kalisto, I guess, was okay. In the chairs match. Oh, Cannonball. Ooh. No, obviously, I mean, Corbin had a bad match with Shinsuke Nakamura at Battleground in 2017. Who has a bad match with Nakamura? You have to like really suck to have that capability. All right, but SmackDown's back on, and Baron Corbin just reversed an Irish whip into one of his own.
It has been all Kevin Owens throughout the break, but Baron Corbin attempting.
Corbin into the steel. Baron Corbin.
Then obviously,
this match against Kevin Owens will be
Corbin had a really weak match with Cena, and then he had like a really bad match with Miz at Survivor Series, and then some like really mediocre matches with Sin Cara when he was defending his championship against him. Okay matches with Bobby Roode for the U.S. title, so it's like, yeah. But yeah, Senton by Owens, oh, not happening. I think the only like good matches I could come up with was like tag matches. Obviously the Money in the Bank match, but he wasn't even the best part about that match. The best part actually was when Nakamura and AJ Styles went at it, and then obviously his match with AJ Styles right after he lost the U.S. title. And then obviously the triple threat match he had where Ty Dillinger was involved for the U.S. title.
To potentially challenge for the WWE Championship. Baron Corbin attacked at the outset of the night by Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn was prepping for what he thought was a match.
Obviously too, Kevin Owens is somebody though that pretty much has always at least put on a good match every time I've seen him wrestle. He's had great matches with John Cena. He had a trilogy of great matches with John Cena in 2015 at Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and then Battleground right afterwards. Nice choke slam into the backbreaker. We had some great matches with Finn Balor for the NXT Championship at Beast in the East, when Balor won the championship, and then obviously the ladder match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The first one, Owen's final match in NXT. Some great matches with Sami Zayn. Obviously at the NXT TakeOver shows like NXT TakeOver Rival and NXT TakeOver Unstoppable, and then obviously other ones at Payback, and then obviously in 2016, and then obviously at Battleground 2016, and then obviously yeah, you can kind of see that Corbin's working this matchup as a face. I think Corbin's still a heel, but I think he's going to work this match as a face just because Owens is more heel than Corbin is. You know, obviously you have Kevin Owens, who had some really good matches with Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown. Really good matches with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 32, and then at Payback the next month. Then obviously you had Kevin Owens, who had some good matches with AJ Styles. The best one I think they've had actually was on Raw just before WrestleMania 32, actually, when Chris Jericho came out and it was like and Owens was the Intercontinental Champion. Other matches, Owens had some great has had some really good matches with Cesaro. Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Oh no! Obviously, Kevin Owens just had had a great match with Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell, in a Hell in a Cell match, and then yeah, we had some pretty decent matches with Ryback. Some really good matches with Randy Orton.
It's going to be over for sure, but Corbin not ready to give up yet.
Change of plans by the Lone Wolf. Corbin's got a grip here at Kevin Owens, and Owens able to escape.
Whoa! Raping Corbin's neck across the top rope.
Deep six!
I do like the deep six finish that Corbin hits.
Can Corbin capitalize?
Corbin can barely move. And again, all the punishment that Corbin has taken here tonight on SmackDown Live wasn't able to capitalize and get a pin.
Owens full speed ahead. Corbin uses KO's own momentum against him and drives him down with deep six. Could be thinking about the end
of
the
days. Nope. Super kick.
Super kick by Owens. As Corbin stunned off the ropes.
Corbin hangs on.
Thought about the pop-up power bomb. Corbin.
End of days.
End of days.
It's over. It was a pretty good match. I'll give it 3 stars. I don't know if it's anything that Baron Corbin really did. It was definitely Owens definitely carried him. So yeah, now it's going to be a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship, where AJ Styles will defend against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and now Baron Corbin. So we're going to probably see. I'm assuming Ziggler's going to get added to later on in the fatal when if he beats Sami Zayn. I'm assuming he will be. Probably the advertised main event was a better match, but I would actually take losing that match if it means we get AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I would have preferred them to not have Corbin in the match at all, though, and put Orton in there instead of Corbin.
You're not getting up for that.
One more chance for Corbin to silence the critics. He now has an opportunity to become WWE Champion. One more step on perhaps his road to WrestleMania, but first, he must go through WWE Fastlane.
But yeah, at Fastlane, though, it's now a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship match. For the WWE Championship, AJ Styles defending against Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn.
I can only imagine what's going through the mind right now of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and even AJ Styles, because you got someone like Baron Corbin added to this match. It's a complete game changer.
Still a lot more Fastlane implications still to come here tonight on SmackDown Live. And one thing that many of the superstars have continued to consider a game changer here on Tuesday nights has been the SmackDown Top 10 list. It's been the hottest topic on SmackDown amongst the superstars.
Are they going to do another top 10 list?
This was a list created by the superstars.
Yeah. So here's who made the top 10 list last week. So just so that way you guys are aware. Number 10 was Ty Dillinger. I'm just gonna say it without you already know my thoughts, and I'm just gonna repeat it. Number 10 was Ty Dillinger. Number 9 was Randy Orton. Number 8 was Becky Lynch. Number 7 was the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. Number 6 was the New Day. Number 5 was United States Champion Bobby Roode. Number 4 was Naomi. Number 3 was Shinsuke Nakamura, the 2018 Royal Rumble winner. Number 2 was SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte. And number 1 was WWE Champion AJ Styles.
Glaring notification to look at here. Check out the ranking of Bobby Roode getting number 5, while someone questioned the ranking of Randy Orton at number 9. And how about Ty Dillinger? Someone questioned whether or not he deserves to be number 10 on this top 10 list. I'm going to say.
It's certainly a point of pride for all the superstars, male and female. Everyone wants to be respected and honored by their peers. So this could obviously stir up some sort of controversy on SmackDown Live.
Now, the most glaring reactions were the placement of Bobby Roode and Randy Orton on the list.
Well, Bobby Roode may be number 5 in the top 10, but he is.
Oh, but coming up next, Bobby Roode is going to have another United States Championship Open Challenge.
Open Challenge happens next on SmackDown Live.
I've seen this advertisement a lot. I'm gonna fast forward it.
This is what all boils down to right here.
WWE Champions, download now. For a limited time, use promo code Rumble30 for a free Shawn Michaels and his Royal Rumble gear.
Well, here comes Bobby Roode. So I gotta predict who I think is gonna accept the challenge. And who I think Bobby Roode's going to defend the championship against. And who I think is going to win, I mean. I'm going to say, I don't think it's going to be anyone, like, big. So I'm going to say that it's going to be, I'm going to say that it's going to be Aiden English. Since he's pretty, you know, in the mid-card type of way. And it's going to be, and Bobby Roode will retain his championship. I don't know if he's going to do one of these at WrestleMania. And then maybe like someone will get caught up with NXT, like Johnny Gargano or Andrade Cien Almost or Eric Young, and accept it and win the U.S. title from Roode. That'd be pretty cool if we got Eric Young versus Bobby Roode at WrestleMania. Since they pretty much, you know, have come, well, like some of the TNA originals. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I mean, after the feud they had in 2015 where Eric Young screwed Bobby Roode out of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship by helping Lashley defeat him for the championship, and then obviously they had the no DQ match, the cage match, on the next week's episode, the cage match at Lockdown that year where Bobby Roode made Eric Young bleed, and then obviously the last man standing match where Roode won, and then the submission match where Eric Young won. So yeah. We'll continue. Let's.
From the moment that I won this championship, I said that I wanted to be the greatest United States champion in history. But in order for me to do that, I need to steal a tradition from a man that I want to surpass, and that man's name is none other than John Cena.
Who got booed?
Say what you want, but John Cena defended this title week in and week out against everyone and anyone. So it gives me great pride and respect that the United States Open Challenge will continue. Now, obviously, the Open Challenge is for anyone in the locker room. But for tonight, I'm hoping that the man who accepts my challenge comes out here and meets me face.
Oh, gotta go to part 2. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh. Give me more than that now because I thought I still had the tab open. Sorry, my bad. I guess while I'm having a little, not really technical difficulties, just little, don't have the link difficulties, I guess you could call that. So, yeah, now I have the link. waiting.
Comes out here and meets me face to face, rather than coming out here and hitting me with an RKO out of nowhere.
Ooh, I kind of like how he took a shot at Randy Orton right there.
Bobby Roode laying down the gauntlet. Who's it going to be?
Here he comes.
Oh my God. Ask and you shall receive. Nothing out of nowhere tonight. Be careful what you wish.
So, I guess Randy Orton's accepting the United States Championship Open Challenge, I guess. I don't think I have a feeling like he's going to tease it, though, because I don't think the match is actually going to happen, because I think they'll either want to save that. They're going to probably save that match for Fastlane, which I'm surprised about. I actually think this match would need more at WrestleMania, considering the fact that if Orton puts over Roode at Mania, it would mean more than at Fastlane. Unless they have a bigger match for Randy Orton planned at WrestleMania.
Talking about rounding out the collection for the Viper. We go one-on-one with Bobby Roode. With a smile on Roode's face. Roode looks his back.
Jinder Mahal. Come on, Jinder. It's first come, first serve.
Former WWE champion Jinder Mahal.
Let's see what he has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Viper, Randy Orton. Well, Randy, at least the WWE Universe respects you. I wish I could say the same thing about the Smackdown Live roster, who, by the way, voted you number 9 on the Smackdown Live Top 10 Superstars list. 13-time world champion. First ballot future Hall of Famer. The legacy, the evolution, the face of the WWE. Number 9, voted by your own peers, Randy. Now, Randy, you and we've had our ups and downs. I even beat you for the WWE Championship. But I respect you. I respect you. Randy, the rest of the Smackdown Live roster, they think you've already peaked.
See what Randy Orton has to respond to this.
Jinder, I don't give a damn about any top 10 list. Never will. Really, Randy, you expect me to believe that? 16 years in the WWE, number 9. 6 months in the WWE, number 5. That doesn't bother you, Randy? After everything you've sacrificed, you've devoted your whole life to perfecting your craft, and you're beaten by an arrogant newcomer. And I have it. I said that I respect Randy Orton, but I have it by good authority that Bobby Roode already fancies himself as a future legend killer.
Jinder! I mean, those are some pretty big words for a man who couldn't even make the top 10. Hey, you want to know why you didn't make the list? It's because nobody here respects you. And speaking of respect, Randy Orton, trust me, I have nothing but respect for you and everything that you have done in here. But if you want to know my opinion on why you're only number 9, maybe it's because everybody here, including myself, are getting sick and tired of being attacked out of nowhere.
Are you talking about like when I do this?
Oh! RKO to Sunil Singh, and now Bobby Roode trying to get a hold of the Hall. Roode just leveled Orton. Oh, and Jinder Mahal with a Colossus to the United States champion.
Jinder came out here to stir the pot.
Oh, and a Colossus to Orton as well.
Now Jinder Mahal's the only one who's standing.
Okay. I didn't like the segment overall though because they're using a list to build this. I'm guessing maybe I guess they're gonna do a triple threat at Fastlane, and then maybe Roode versus Orton at WrestleMania. Yeah, they're using a list, a SmackDown top 10 list that nobody cares about.
And then Sunil Singh paid for the associate of Jinder Mahal, and then things broke down from there. Bobby Roode thinking about a glorious DDT. Orton would intercept and catch a right hand, but Jinder Mahal delivers a Colossus to Roode.
I actually thought Orton was going to counter that into an RKO, but he didn't.
This exact scene led to Jinder Mahal becoming the WWE champion not very long ago. Jinder Mahal's
and I've talked about this before, even though I don't like Jinder Mahal, I mean, you at least need to have the guy contending for the United States Championship because you push the guy. He's got to be, obviously, at least a decent threat in the mid-card, so... But yeah, we got Mixed Match Challenge coming up. It's going to be Bailey and Elias versus Rusev and Lana. I'll be checking that out.
The Mixed Match Challenge, we are going to prove that Lana isn't the best or number 1.
Rusev and Lana, you can be prepared to get crushed by Bailey and Elias.
After we crush you tonight on the Mixed Match Challenge, we are going to hear everyone's favorite song.
Lana is the best.
Oh, not these
Lana
promos.
number 1. Lana is the best. Lana number 1.
Ravishing Rusev Day Machka.
WWE Mixed Match Challenge, live tonight on Facebook Watch.
She shocked the entire world.
But yeah, also coming up in Elimination Chamber, Ronda Rousey is going to be signing her WWE contract. It's going to be pretty exciting. It's a pretty big deal.
WWE Monday Night Raw contract in Las Vegas at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view on WWE Network.
It all goes down in less than 2 weeks at WWE Elimination Chamber, which is brought to you by Rocket League. Joining more than 40 million players as they compete in the world's most exciting sports video game. Rocket League. Play for fun, live to play.
California! Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous four-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
You hear that? Biggie put a little steak on the intro tonight.
Byron, what do you know about steak?
You're surprised what I know.
Let's see what the New Day has to say.
You gotta put your heart into it. Passionate positivity.
The New Day.
You know, obviously, the New Day made number 6 on the Smackdown top 10 list.
Yeah, logic would dictate that a cereal box would be stuffed with pancakes.
What else would it be full of?
Saxon, you put the New Day get in your pajama drawer?
Listen, it's all about surprises. You know, it's like Christmas morning. You never know what you're gonna get.
New Day. New Day. New.
Byron, I apologize for making fun of your pajamas. I know you were really sensitive and offended by the Blackberry jokes in the Rabbit movie.
All right, but let's see what the New Day has to say.
I'm not paying attention to you boys because the New Day's here and we got unlimited flapjacks. It's a ridiculous amount of pancakes. It's never ridiculous. Plus, it's Carb Up Tuesday.
It's Rusev Day.
Oh, yeah. Today is a very special day, ladies and gentlemen. Because today is Shrove Day. AKA Fat Tuesday. AKA Pancake Tuesday, baby.
Ooh. Okay, every February 13th, I'm going to put as Pancake Tuesday.
To celebrate our most favorite holiday, my man Big E is going to destroy the record of eating 113 pancakes in 8 minutes. Big E, tell the people how you feel. Good. Well, all right. He feels good. He feels good to the point. Now, who wants to see Big E break this record?
Okay, this is an interesting thing to do. I don't know if I like this segment so far.
Up on the screen right now.
This is not
New
sanctioned.
Day
Now
pancake
for
counter.
a taste of things to come.
So he's going to
In
eat.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is terrible.
Come on, Big E, you got this, man.
He's no Joey Chestnut.
He's just breathe.
Okay.
Here goes the
Why are they
big
doing
Big
this?
athlete from the New
This is
Day.
something you do like backstage, not in front of the live crowd.
Pancakes in.
This is like the stuff I don't like about the New Days. They're just
If you count 20
so
pounds,
kid. I mean, they always kind of were like
So fast.
a comedy act, anyways. But like when the comedy's funny, it's funny. And how is this an interruption? He could still eat pancakes, but he can't eat pancakes and listen to music at the same time.
Benjamin, you're in the middle of the competition.
Big E should be embarrassed. He barely ate 2.
Wow. This is great, guys, really. This is awesome. I mean, when I was training, for the Olympics, this is exactly what I envisioned myself being a part of. Pancake eating contest. Really, really good job, guys. This is awesome.
No, Chad. I, for one, think what they're doing is great. What you guys have done for pancakes is astronomical. And if you ask me, I think you should take this little pancake operation on the road. I mean,
Ooh, imagine the possibilities, you guys. Think about it. Think.
exactly. You guys could open up your own version of IHOP.
Ooh, that's great. You guys should do it, really. Hey, do it.
See, and when you do that, you can leave the Smackdown tag team division to a couple of serious competitors.
Honey, are you saying that Kofi Kingston is not a serious competitor?
Look at it.
He's picking his nose.
Are you saying that Big E is not a serious competitor? Are you saying that Xavier Woods is not a serious competitor? me remind you. Your boys, the New Day, set the record for longest reigning WWE World Tag Team Champions. And riddle me this. Who even wants to see you two as champions? Nobody! Nobody. Choose! Choose! Okay? So, you guys got a serious side, huh? Is that right? What would happen if I were to do a little, one of these? He didn't like that. He didn't like that. Well, what would happen if Shelton were to do a little, one of those? Oh. Dude, what'd you do? I flapped his jack.
Come on, that's
good. Hey. Get the big one. Get the big one. Let's get this one.
Biggie ain't having that.
Don't you touch our cakes. Jeez, dude, settle down, okay? That's actually okay, because we got some news for you guys, okay? Nobody likes pancakes. From now on, we're eating waffles.
And this is just, come on, it's just such a bit. Grown men are getting upset about pancakes.
It's gonna be a match between these two. It's coming up next.
I guess this is a match. All right, we have a match now. It's Biggie and Kofi Kingston versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. I'm going to say Biggie and Kofi Kingston win. I know they've been doing this like thing where like Gable and Benjamin have been taking out all like the joke tag teams, but I just don't see Kofi Kingston and Biggie losing.
They spend a little too much time having fun. Benjamin, a vicious knee. Here's the cover and Kofi able to kick out. I'm just glad that Chad Gable came out here and had the gall to tell the truth and be honest for once. It's all about rules.
Benjamin and Kofi were starting off the matchup, but now Gable made the tag. Actually, I know a lot of people probably don't remember this, but in ECW, when Kofi first came to WWE, his first feud was against Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin broke his undefeated streak in ECW. So they feuded, went back and forth. They had the blow-off match and an Extreme Rules match when Kofi Kingston beat him. It was like Kofi Kingston's last night on ECW because he ended up getting drafted over to Raw, and then obviously he went and did his thing there.
These two are competitors in every sense of the word, in the purest form of the word. Scratch and claw for what you got. Not worried about selling pancakes and cereal.
But I like, yeah, the New Day's actually starting to get there. That was that segment was SmackDown hasn't been all that great so far. I think the best stuff has been Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Owens and Corbin was okay, but nothing really to sneeze at.
Wait, let's stop talking, Saxon. Let's take another look at this incredible rolling kick.
I didn't like the. Are they really going to have Randy Orton and Bobby Roode feud over a SmackDown top 10 list that doesn't really mean anything? Like Randy Orton get made fun of for being number 9 on the SmackDown top 10 list is really. I don't really want to say a list because obviously Chris Jericho had a list, but still, it's like Jericho got that over himself. I mean, the SmackDown top 10 list, you just can't. It's just no. So I'm assuming I hope they only do that once, but we'll have to wait and see. But there's Benjamin. But yeah, I've actually been enjoying Benjamin and Gable as a team. I think they've been a very good team as of late. Oh, nice tag team psychology right there.
Great awareness, fantastic teamwork.
Xavier Woods coming in to protest here with the official.
Hey, Byron, Chad Gable just pancake Big E.
Oh,
That's cute.
Come on, you can't even retaliate because then they'll lose by disqualification.
Listen, one of my sources told me that Chad Gable was actually invited over to Korea to compete in the Winter Olympics. He's that well respected by the IOC.
Sure he was. Oh, and a stop out of the corner by
I do like that double. Like I said, I do like how Kofi Kingston upgraded his moveset. The trust fall, the double stomp, he really did. Ever since he came over to SmackDown Live. And now Big E's got the hot tag on Chad Gable.
Contest here tonight, but he's going to throw Gable all over the place. Yeah. Belly to belly.
This is where Big E comes alive. Yeah, let me see those hips.
I wonder
Why am I so disturbed?
Come on, Byron. And a splash by Big E. I wonder if Gable thinks Big E's serious now.
I wonder if Gable knows where he is.
And
Big ending.
Thinking about the big ending. Chad Gable able to counter.
No way. No way.
Did he do it? Oh, man, he got the German.
Good God.
That is just disturbing strength. German suplex by Chad Gable, who's plenty out of it, but trying to make a tag to Benjamin.
Wait.
If we didn't see the tag.
Woods off the apron.
And the official didn't see the tag between Benjamin and Gable thanks to Woods. It was, watch out. Oh, and Kofi.
But Kofi didn't make a tag either.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I am.
Kofi launched outside the ring. Gable is still legal according to the official. Tag made.
They're about to go bad to worse for Chad Gable.
Midnight hour. The New Day. Seriously good here tonight.
That match is good. I didn't really mind the finish too much. I mean, this is, whatever. Probably made Benjamin and Gable look bad losing, but this might be a feud. I don't know. Maybe not.
And the New Day showing just how serious the competitors they are.
They really need to break up the New Day, I think. They've been together for about over 3 years now. And it's probably time to end the stable. But yeah, still to come on the show, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, and if Dolph Ziggler coming up next, and if Dolph Ziggler wins, he's added to the WWE Championship match at Fastlane.
Zayn and Ziggler is still to come here tonight. Next.
The United States Championship just days after you won it. We actually haven't seen too much of you around here, but now
I know, Renee. I've been a little more selective in picking my spots, finding opportunities, and somehow here we are, another opportunity. Renee, I live for this. I love this. I love it. And it's about doing what I was put on this planet to do. Perform in that ring. And no one does what I can do. No one is better than me. No one will outshine me. And Sammy and Kevin, they know that. They know that more than anyone else. That's why those cowards, they attack me from behind because they know what I'm capable of. They know that I won't be stopped, but it's going to take a hell of a lot more than that to stop me. The reason I'm here right now, the only reason I am standing here, the reason I'm back is for one thing only, one thing that's eluded me my entire career, one thing. I want to main event WrestleMania. And I'll be damned if I don't walk in there as WWE champion.
Please don't let that happen.
Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler is next.
It's basically the same promo he always cuts. Okay, I gotta fast forward this because I've already seen that.
Smackdown Live.
Naomi and Jimmy Uso.
For the past couple of weeks, me and Uso been telling y'all how we run things here on Smackdown Live.
there ain't another tag team on this roster who can steal our shine. Nah, you can try to, but it's lights out to everyone who challenges us. A lot of cats out here trying to step up. So you can try to. Hey, you stand up, and we can sit you right back down. We're not just any other tag team. We're brothers, real brothers, the bloodline. And
I hate these subtitles.
Break this bond. Ride or die. From the womb to the tomb. Run up and get done up. Welcome to the Ozark.
What the? Okay, it was actually a nice segment, but where the hell were the Usos in doing that promo? How do you take that seriously?
Hey, look, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry. I made a mistake, and now the match at Fastlane is a fatal four-way. But no, listen. If you lose, it becomes a fatal five-way, and then we have even less of a chance of becoming WWE champions. So you understand me? You can't lose. Don't let me down. Okay?
Oh, don't let you down. Sort of how, like, you just let me down, huh? Let me explain something to you. There is no we in this championship match. It's every man for himself.
Yet movement's not really on solid ground.
Yep, so I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler's going to probably win this match so they can do the advertised Fatal 5-Way.
Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sammy.
So I have a feeling like everything that's happening here was what they had planned, except Orton and Nakamura would have been included into the mix. They would have had probably Orton beat Owens earlier in the night, and then Nakamura beat Zayn, or maybe the opposite. Although I kind of wish they would have just done like a one-on-one match between like Nakamura and Owen. Not Nakamura and Owens. Well, that too, but Nakamura and Zayn, and, you know, Owens versus Styles for the WWE title, because I really want to see Nakamura versus Zayn on the main roster. I mean, that would be a great match for Nakamura to have before he, you know, he has his WWE title match at WrestleMania. Was Dolph Ziggler a heel or a face? And what's going on with this like theme song then? Like, is he? What's going on here? What are they doing with Dolph Ziggler? Confused. Although I've always do, I think these guys will have a really good match. Just because of the fact that they've actually never had a match before, because you know, when Sami Zayn came up to the main roster, Sami Zayn pretty much
1 week from Sunday, inside the Elimination Chamber.
So now we got the, you know, the first ever women's elimination chamber coming up. It's going to be Alexa Bliss defending against Bayley, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Sonya Deville, and Mickie James.
Your hair up and square up. Who's going to take their eyes off of me? Championships? I've won them. I am the Raw Women's Champion. I deserve respect.
WWE Elimination Chamber, live 1 week from Sunday on WWE Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some breaking news here.
All right, and then next week on SmackDown, we're going to have a 6-woman tag team match. It's going to be the Wyatt Squad versus Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch.
The Riot Squad just posted a video on Twitter challenging the team of Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch, who happily oblige. And next week, it is a 6-woman tag team match right here on Smackdown Live. That'll take place next week in Phoenix, Arizona. But tonight.
But yeah, now we got Ziggler versus Zayn. Now, as I was saying before, I was interrupted by the Women's Elimination Chamber ad. They've never had a match. I don't think they've ever had a matchup with each other because when Sami Zayn came up to the main roster, it was like 2016. They had altercations with each other when they had that ladder match at WrestleMania 32 for the Intercontinental Championship. But then I don't think they've ever had like a one-on-one match with each other. Yeah, I don't think they've ever had a one-on-one match with each other because they were kind of stagnant on the main roster first. Zayn was doing his thin feud with Owens. Ziggler was doing his thin feud with Baron Corbin. And then obviously after the brand split, Dolph Ziggler was drafted over to SmackDown. Sami Zayn was drafted over to Raw. So they didn't really have much altercations with each other then. I think they had, and then obviously Zayn was, moved over to SmackDown after the Superstar shakeup. They did have an altercation with each other then when they had the Fatal 5-Way match. I believe it was Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Jinder Mahal. Oh, and Mojo Rawley. I don't know if I said him. So it might have been like a six-pack challenge where Mahal ended up winning that match. And then obviously, I don't recall like another match they had with each other. Well, they would have had like an altercation. Well, I guess the Money in the Bank match when it was, when it was Owens, Corbin, Zayn, Ziggler, and Styles and Nakamura, where Corbin won. They would have had an altercation then, but then, pretty much after around SummerSlam time, and they both vanished from TV, and then obviously Zayn ended up turning heel, and then Ziggler was just almost out of the company. So, ooh, nice neck breaker right there.
Now Sami Zayn to collect himself here against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's had all the better part of SmackDown Live to gather himself after the beatdown earlier tonight by Sami and Kevin. Hook to the leg and a kick out.
What we're seeing tonight is the undeniable vendetta that Shane McMahon has against Sami and Kevin is trickling down over the entire roster. It's directly affecting AJ Styles. It's directly affecting Baron Corbin now. Corbin now has an opportunity. It could affect Dolph Ziggler or Sami Zayn.
Obviously you have Dolph Ziggler, who's had a lot of opportunities in WWE. He's been in WWE for a while. He was there first as Nick Nemeth or whatever his name was when he was Kerwin White's like tag team partner when Chavo Guerrero was playing the Kerwin White gimmick. And then obviously because of Eddie Guerrero's real life death, Chavo Guerrero dropped the gimmick. And then then Dolph Ziggler was in the Spirit Squad as Nikki, and he did okay in the Spirit Squad. They got some nice victories. They defeated Kane and Big Show for the World Tag Team Championships. He got in the win with DX in the main event of Vengeance. Fortunately, they lost the World Tag Team Championships to Ric Flair and Roddy Piper, though. Nice slingshot in the ropes. And then obviously you have Dolph Ziggler, who he had the Spirit Squad afterwards, who lost like a Legends versus Spirit Squad match at Survivor Series in 2006. And then the Spirit Squad were pretty much just sent down to OVW. We didn't really see all that much of the Spirit Squad after that. Then he debuted on the main roster as Dolph Ziggler, like around 2008, 2009 time, and Dolph Ziggler would constantly introduce everybody, saying that he's Dolph Ziggler. He had a pretty impressive showing against Batista in his like debut match on Raw, and then he did some stuff on Raw. Then he was but he was kind of like an enhancement talent really. Then he moved over to SmackDown, had a feud with MVP over the United States Championship where he lost the feud. Then he got into that feud with Great Khali where he kept beating Khali in heel ways. Beat the Great Khali at the Bash in a no disqualification, no countout match due to help from Kane. Then obviously he started feuding with Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Actually had some really good matches with Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Not as much the one at Night of Champions 2009, but the one at SummerSlam 2009, great match. We're going to get a DDT here. No. Oh, nice drop kick right there.
Can he punch his ticket to
Yeah, but continuing with Dolph
Fastlane?
Ziggler, then obviously, because of Rey Mysterio's suspension in real life, I'm gonna fast forward this because I already saw it.
After the mixed match challenge, we are going to prove that Lana isn't the best or number one.
Rusev and Lana, you can be prepared to get crushed tonight on Facebook Watch.
All right, SmackDown's back, and right now, Sami Zayn's in control of Dolph Ziggler. So I think Ziggler and Corbin turned face tonight because before I continue talking about what I was talking about with you know, the Ziggler's career. Oh, nice clothesline by Zayn. Because you have Kevin Owens and Zayn who are clearly heels in this situation. They attacked Ziggler and Corbin before the match happened, and Ziggler and Corbin were both heels. And Corbin and Ziggler pretty much have been wrestling like faces tonight. So obviously, I think that's where Ziggler's best suited. He's the best being like the, you know, resilient underdog babyface. I think that's his best role. I don't really think it's doing what he was doing before. So. All right, but back to the career path of Dolph Ziggler. Obviously, you had oh, wait a minute. No, Ziggler after his feud with Rey Mysterio. Oh, nice jump in DDT. Zayn sold that really well. You know, Ziggler got into a feud with John Morrison over the. You can see Kevin Owens watching the matchup from backstage. He got into a feud with John Morrison over the Intercontinental Championship, where he ended up losing the feud, and then. He, you know, was kind of like a factor on SmackDown after that, but really wasn't doing a whole lot on SmackDown. And then he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 26, where he had a good showing. But went for a Fame Master roll-up. Nope. And the Fame Masters hit anyways. Nope. And then obviously Dolph Ziggler aligned himself with Vicky Guerrero, feuded with Kofi Kingston for like forever it seemed like for the Intercontinental Championship, beat Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship. Obviously the match was thrown out at SummerSlam because the Nexus got involved. Then he defeated Kofi at Vengeance. You know, he had a pretty lengthy IC title reign, had matches with lights of Cabal, Jack Swagger, and, you know, Kofi. Then he lost the title to Kofi on SmackDown. He got into a World Heavyweight Championship program with Edge. Had a really good match with him at the Royal Rumble in 2011. And then obviously, which I was there for that. That was a really good match. And then Dolph Ziggler really didn't win the World Heavyweight Championship from Edge. Vicky vacated from him, and then Ziggler was awarded the championship. And he lost it to Edge in 11 minutes, which was dumb. And then he was fired, kayfabe, and then he was brought back to Raw. Had like a weird WrestleMania match where he teamed up with Laycool against Trish Stratus, John Morrison, and Snooki. It was bad. But wait a minute, Zayn with his. Then he got into a feud with Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title, where Ziggler beat him at Capital Punishment. Then they did that old feud. Then he had the feud with Zack Ryder. At the same time, teaming with Jack Swagger. They failed to beat Airborne for the WWE Tag Team Championships, and then he lost the title to Zack Ryder at Survivor at TLC 2011. Then he was in a WWE title match with CM Punk at we're gonna get an Exploder. Exploder off the top turnbuckle. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. That was sick.
There is no way Dolph's getting up from that. Did you see the
but then Dolph Ziggler, and Swagger kind of faded away as a team. Ziggler had a pretty decent feud with Sheamus over the World Heavyweight Championship. And then obviously he won the Money in the Bank contract. He held that for a while, got into a feud with, he won a traditional Survivor Series match when it was Team Foley versus Team Ziggler by last eliminated Randy Orton. Beat Cena at TLC in a ladder match. He lasted a good ways in the Royal Rumble. I forgot, he feuded with Chris Jericho and sent Chris Jericho packing and caused him to leave. He lost to him at SummerSlam, beat him the next night. And then Dolph Ziggler, Zayn. Slingshot. No, yes.
Dolph's out. Lifeless. Dolph is out.
Here comes the haluva kick.
Does Sami Zayn have another haluva kick in him for Ziggler?
Better believe it.
Oh. And it's over. No, it's not. It's not over. Pretty good match.
Best opportunity in this match that Dolph Ziggler had to put Sami Zayn away.
Yeah, I think Sammy's lights are on, but nobody's home. Let's take a look at this.
No, obviously, other things that Dolph Ziggler's accomplished is, he cashed in the Money in the Bank on Alberto Del Rio, won the World Heavyweight Championship. Then, of course, he got a concussion from Jack Swagger. Pretty much dropped the belt immediately. Was a babyface. Struggled for a while. Won the IC title in 2014 a ton of times from Miz. And then he lost it to Luke Harper. Won it right back. Had that great moment when he was the sole survivor when Sting debuted against Team Authority by last eliminated Luke Harper, Kane, and Seth Rollins. And then, he wrestled super kick. Nope. Then obviously, Dolph Ziggler in 2015 was in that Lana feud, which we don't talk about, with Rusev. Really, all he did. And then obviously, he actually had Daniel Bryan. No, he didn't actually. Then obviously at 2016, he I don't really know what he did in 2016. Had that feud with The Miz where he won the IC title, and then in 2017, pretty much really did nothing in 2017. Had a bad match with Nakamura. Had like a disappointing match with Nakamura, and then a disappointing feud with Bobby Roode.
For a second time. And now Sami Zayn trying to negotiate this. Kevin Owens is racked with tension as we get closer and closer to the climax of this match.
Because the Blue Thunder Bomb.
We're going to finish it off.
Yeah, I think by the way Ziggler's body motion was, you knew that he was reversing this. This might be it right here. No, it's not.
Ziggler right back in. Oh, he paid for it.
Exploder into the turnbuckle. Sami Zayn's got one left in the barrel. If Sami connects, thanks for coming, Dolph.
Dolph Ziggler manages to sidestep the first
See it
right now. Sami on the
super kick. And it's over. That was a really good match. I give it 3 1/4 stars. Nothing like blowing away or anything, but really good. And now it's going to be a fatal 5-way match that's been advertised. So now AJ Styles is going to defend the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler in a fatal 5-way match. So pretty much the only set babyface really is AJ Styles. But I would say after watching tonight, I definitely think Dolph Ziggler is a face. Baron Corbin, I don't really think probably is a face. And obviously, we clearly know Owen and Zayn are heel and Styles is a face. So, yeah, WWE Championship Fatal 5-Way match at Fastlane. AJ Styles defending against Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn.
There's no question Styles now facing the biggest obstacle of his WWE Championship.
I guess this is somewhat of a comeback for Dolph Ziggler, but they still really dropped the ball with his storyline of him walking out. He just randomly came back. It was just... What was that?
Good luck at Fastlane. You're going to need it. A 7-week layoff. And now Dolph Ziggler will compete for the WWE Championship. Which man will see WrestleMania as their destiny? We continue down the road to WrestleMania.
All right, that's pretty much Smackdown. Overall, it was kind of an average show, really. I mean, I can't really think of anything that really blew me away other than, like, the stuff they did to build up to the WWE Championship match. I didn't really like the New Day, Chad Gable, and Shelton Benjamin stuff. Well, the match was good. The finish was kind of and the segment they had before that was bad. Same thing for the U.S. title stuff. Charlotte and Sarah Logan was just there. And then obviously you have something else I liked on this. There was something else I liked on the show, though. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, overall, SmackDown was pretty average. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. Really nothing worth seeing. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Not going to do any plugs or anything like that because I'm going to be making a lot of videos this weekend. Once like the weekend's over, maybe I'll do some plugs, but that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.